Hey guys, it's Just Nerds here, and I have Alan and Justin here again. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hey.
Hola.
Hola.
Hola?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So, we are here to talk about our first impressions of the winter season. Everything's about 5 to 6 episodes in, unlike last time when everything was like 3 or 4 episodes in. So we have more to talk about this time.
Yeah, a better idea of everything.
Yeah. But that was mostly because we were busy with tests and everything. And certain videos had to come out first, so I was like, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But at least now we have more to talk about. So we're gonna talk about the shows we watched in the winter season, shows we're watching, the ones we like, the ones we don't like, some of the ones we've dropped because they just weren't very good. And yeah, so let's start. And the first one we were gonna talk about was Phantom World, right?
Mm-hmm.
Myriad Colors Phantom World,
Yes, which was the KyoAni show.
which we were all really excited for.
Yeah, and I was hesitant for because I saw the trailer. I was like, fan service?
Yeah, is it gonna
and
be-
KyoAni? I'm not sure.
Is it gonna be a typical ecchi harem anime? No, let's hope not. But it's not. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Not.
In all truth, it doesn't seem like it has been as bad as I expected it to be,
Mhm.
like seeing the trailer.
Yeah, because all that stuff was in the first episode.
Yeah.
Like, after the first episode, we were all like, I don't know. Then the second one was
Better, right?
better.
Yeah.
And then the third one was actually really good, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
No, actually, I think I really liked the second one because I was with the UFO one that would take pictures.
Oh yeah, that one.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I was just super surprised because, like, a super fan servicey type of situation. I was like, oh, this could be trash. Then the way they
It
handled,
wasn't just
Yeah,
bad.
they
yeah,
did
the way they
something well.
handled it was like really well done
Yeah.
because it wasn't
That's true.
like super cliche. Like I told Alan and Justin like how it's super cliched anime would do it,
Yeah.
but no, they just like went the funny route. It was just super awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And at that point, I was like, okay, they're trying to do some stuff different. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how the characters are not like directly wanting the main character right away. They're just like pals and stuff. They
Mhm.
see themselves as a family, but not as boyfriend
Yeah.
girlfriend and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. It's not like a complete harem going
Yeah.
on. I don't know. I thought it's okay. The last episode,
The latest one.
the,
Or?
the,
Yeah.
late, the
Oh.
latest, I should say.
Yeah, me and Alan
Latest.
haven't seen episode
Yeah.
6, right?
You haven't seen
Well,
it.
don't spoil
No,
it for us, but like if you have any interesting
Well,
thing you want to talk about.
Let's just say it was a little bit, seemed
Yeah.
a little bit childish to
Yeah, I
me.
saw some screenshots. It looks weird, but yeah. But in terms of the expectations I have for it, 'cause it was number 5 for a reason. Because I did, I was like, it's KyoAni, it's action. Their last action show was decent,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it's going to be good. But I actually enjoy it. Like I look forward to it every week.
That's true.
I kind of like the main character. Like he. No, I like the nerdy part of him for some reason. For every beginning of the episode, he explains some theories that's going to be
Yeah.
connected to the episode, which is kind of fun.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
definitely should go.
suppose it's kind of cool that they didn't give him glasses and make him like a stereotypical nerd. Like,
Yeah,
he still reads and stuff like that, but they didn't go that route. I don't know. I think that's sort of cool.
I don't know. What's interesting about Phantom World is that the designs, they're not like typical Kyo animation designs. Like
Yeah.
I know Justin would know just from because you've seen quite a lot of KyoAni stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
But like, just from the stuff I've seen, like it's not typical KyoAni like designs. Like you do see some of the styles from it, mostly because of the art style that they usually do. But they're kind of different because like when I saw Haruhiko, I was like that's not a typical design they would do like for a guy.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, you're sort of
And
right.
then like even for Reina, because even though like she's a cute girl and they usually do cute girls, like it reminded me of like other shows, like other types of designs. I was like, that's not the kind of design I would see from KyoAni usually. So I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
and I like how like the monsters are pretty much really interesting because they are based from I think the old like Japanese like yokai like stories.
I actually didn't know that.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And the concept of like people are able to see spirits now is really interesting. So, yeah.
So I really enjoy Phantom World.
So yeah, it's better than like what we think
Yeah.
from episode 1.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, it
It's
turned out a little better.
definitely probably the best animated show. I think there's animation.
Yeah.
As far as
This
animation
season,
goes,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Or actually, I don't know.
Or actually, what?
I don't know. I like the animation of Takashi Kashi.
Takashi?
But we'll get there. First, let's go over Beyond the Sky as well.
Beyond the Sky.
Beyond the Sky.
Full title is like Beyond the Sky into the Firmament.
It sounds
It's
pretty
long
cool.
title. I just call it Beyond the Sky just because it's
Something
easier
like that, yeah.
and simpler. So that was my number 3, I believe, or 4. I can't remember. It's probably 4. Yeah, it was 4.
Oh, really? Okay.
I watched 3 episodes and I dropped it, just because I don't know. I got bored. There's nothing really happening. At the end, like the animation, I told Alan and Justin, it's not lazy or anything. It's just like super basic and plain. Like I like the art style. Like the colors are really nice. Like it's kind of muted, but it's like I like them.
That's true.
It's just like in terms of the animation, I can tell certain
It's nothing
things.
special, really.
Yeah.
Like as far as animation goes.
When they talk, like the characters kind of like hardly move at all. Just like their mouths, I
Oh.
kind of notice.
Yeah, that's true.
So they barely draw anything. They just like draw the thing and then just like 2 clips of the mouth open and one mouth closed.
Kind of, and then when, at least in the first 3, when they do the what's it called? The sport.
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
Well, when they
the
do
flying sport.
flying circus,
Oh,
Circus,
and it's
there
like
you
the flying circus.
Yeah.
So when they do that, like some of the like you tell they just put like a 3D model there, and it looks so awkward compared to the regular
Yeah.
2D stuff. Like I remember
I don't
in
know. I've seen worse animation than it.
No, yeah.
Definitely.
yeah, I've definitely seen. It's just
But
very basic. I would
It's
say.
it's basic. I think that's the best description.
Like in terms of the first 3 episodes, like nothing really happened. Like except for maybe Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care for any of the characters, or they didn't show enough of them to make me care.
Yeah, they seem a little bit. I don't know,
Safe?
generic.
Yeah,
Or
right.
safe.
Yeah, they're very safe.
Safe is a good word for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, because or like me and Justin talk about this. Misaki, like she's super like depressed.
Her personality
Yeah.
changes. So
Yeah, she's
much.
like
She goes
whatever,
from being
and then she goes to hyper like yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
To like wanting food all the time, and she says
then-
meow
Exactly.
for like
I
no
know.
reason.
So from depressed to really excited to cat girl.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
and
3 personalities.
yeah, I know Justin's still watching. Like, is Hinata more interesting? Because in the first 3, I was just like, I didn't care.
To tell the truth, he hasn't actually done a whole lot yet.
Oh boy,
I mean, he's still a coach.
yeah. 'Cause
He's still.
I know they emphasize that there is like something to his background, and
Yeah,
that-
we're still waiting for that, I guess.
in episode 6, we're still waiting for that.
Yeah,
Oh boy,
still waiting for
That's-
that.
Oh,
I was
I
thinking
don't
at least
know. I don't know how
at the
long
halfway
it's gonna be,
point
but-
you would get something. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think we also mentioned like a while back that the game's rules don't really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're really weird because
It seems strange.
in the beginning I thought, okay, well, they established that it's not official. It's just 2 polls, and Asuka's not like an official player. So it's like, okay, well maybe when they do an official game, it makes more
Yeah,
sense.
they
Episode
They
3,
have like 4 different like buoys.
yeah,
polls.
4 different polls in a square they have to touch
Yeah.
to get points.
And I guess they have to like go around in like a circle.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
But I was confused as to whether, and I'm sure this could be clarified more in like what is it, a light novel,
Visual
a
novel.
visual novel. Okay,
Oh.
so maybe it's clarified more in that, but I don't know. I feel like it didn't really explain it a whole
Yeah,
lot. Like, does one person have to tag the person's back? And it's become a little more clear as it's gone on.
Mhm.
But at first I was like really confused. Just like, do they pick like?
Do they have to go in?
sides or-
Do they have to go in? You have to go in order, right? Of the polls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
They
actually that was established. So, but the person. So, I don't think they explain this at all. But say one person touches the pole, right?
yeah.
And then the other person's like, "Oh, I'm intercept them, grab their back."
Yeah.
Say they wanted to touch a pole to get a point. Would they have to touch the first pole, or could they go straight to the second pole?
I don't know.
See, it's simple
Yeah,
things
it's
like that.
Strange.
So I'm
like-
thinking,
if you
Yeah.
have like, okay, player one gets to the pole, the first pole first, and touches that, and then you have like player two, which is farther behind. Player two never touches the pole, like after the first person does. Like
They're just like intercept them every time.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, that's weird.
Hinata always says, "Go take a shortcut."
Yeah.
This is short. Wait.
Whenever
what?
the other
I was
the
thinking,
other players
Do they have?
speeding past.
Because you kind of assume they would have to touch the second pole, but they never say it, so you're kind of confused the entire time.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then when trying to differentiate between the poles and touching their back, they try to make it more interesting.
Oh, sorry.
They try to make it more interesting, but it's like you should probably just try to touch the poles because that seems like the faster way,
Yeah.
or you should just try to touch the person's back because I don't know. It seems
what I
weird.
was thinking is like, say player one is ahead of player two, and player one keeps touching all the poles, right?
Mhm.
If player two continues to touch all the
His-
poles behind player one, that person will only be 1 point off from
Yeah.
player one.
Mhm.
So if he or she can like zoom in at the end and touch the player's back, it's
Yeah.
still tie. But like that never happens, or hasn't happened so far. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing, and I think that's I don't
Yeah.
know.
When I
Something to
watched,
look
I
at.
thought, okay, so there either shouldn't be a point to touching the poles, or there shouldn't be a point to touching someone's back.
Back. Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, try to intercept them to touch the back, and then it's like, well, they have like they have the sky to fly around. They don't just have to go in a straight line. They can go around you, over you, behind you.
Yeah.
They can do a variety of things.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think overall it's been okay. Hasn't been like terrible or anything like making me drop it. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a different opinion, but
If
No, I just.
Justin says it gets better, I might pick it up. But
Okay.
yeah.
I remember in episode 3, I was just like super bored. I was like,
Yeah. It does sort of seem like
It's very slow.
your ordinary, your your anime that comes out every single season. That's like it seems somehow always the same.
Hmm
Mhm.
You know.
So what's next, Justin?
I was thinking of talking about Dagashi Kashi.
Oh.
The Kashi Kashi.
I have
Candy
been-
shop. That's what I've been calling it. Calling it candy shop. Because
Good
it's a very
nickname for
catchy
it,
title. I like
Yeah,
it.
all right. Every week I look forward to this. It's just so hilarious. I find it really, really funny.
Mhm.
It seems pretty original too, if you ask me. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen an anime before that talks about a candy shop and
Mhm.
candy in every single episode. I don't know. I find the comedy really, 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 really
Yeah, I was
good.
wondering how they would do it, but then the first episode when what's the girl's name? The main girl's name?
Hotaru.
Hotaru, she acts on Kokonatsu. Like, how would you blend this?
Oh, the two umaibos.
Yeah, how would you blend those two together to make a new
Yeah.
flavor? And he comes up with some pretty
Oh, yeah,
creative
just-
ones. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, like that's really cool.
Like
Yeah.
you grill the takoyaki like umaibos and cheese umaibos. Like, yo, that's
Because
Making me hungry.
the way it's like in the very beginning, they made it seem to be like, oh, he just could take over the shop, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, is that-
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very interesting.
At first, I expected it to be like drama and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
he wanted to pursue this other career, but
Mm.
it's like his stern father is going to make him take
Oh
over
my
the candy
God.
shop or something like that.
Oh, his father
It's
is
completely
amazing.
the opposite.
Yeah.
That was just from reading the synopsis. I thought that. But yeah, it's been really, really funny.
Yeah, I like it so far. All the characters are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his father is the funniest one so
yeah,
far.
his dad is so funny.
I think so. I don't know that it rivals Konosuba,
Oh,
which
we're gonna talk about it later. Or
We'll talk about after Tagashi Kashi.
Mhm.
I can continue talking about it a little bit first. I was thinking I mean, as funny as the candy shop idea is, sometimes it does make me feel like I'm watching a whole series of commercials.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't it?
Mhm.
candy, fan service, funny jokes. That's it's like okay.
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
but,
Well, just like when, damn, what's her name again? The main girl?
Hotaru or no? Coconuts?
No, the girl.
Saya?
No, the
Hotaru.
Hotaru, yeah.
Hotaru. Oh yeah, And Hotaru explains the candy, and she's saying like, "This is why the candy is so." Do you know the story behind this candy?
Oh
yeah.
And then, like,
It's like
Oh, the Romine.
that
Ramune?
Yeah, the thing she blew.
that was
Yeah.
that was super funny
Yeah.
because
That
they
was-
did like a big backstory.
That was really, really funny.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Oh
But then
gosh.
I
It was
forgot
the whistle candy.
The
Yeah,
Fuba
those are
Romine-
whistle candy, that's
something,
right.
Yeah.
it was the next one. I can't
Oh, gosh.
remember. It was like the one with the letters on the packaging. If-
Wait, letters?
Letters on the packaging.
It's like an episode. It was
Oh,
episode
that's
2.
right. That's right. It was like the really simple candy or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
And like, she's
she was asking like,
explaining.
what's special about it. or
Yeah.
something.
Oh.
And she's like, "Oh, they came up with creative ways to try to like make it
Oh yeah.
better to eat,
Yeah.
rather than just eating it right away."
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end,
I was like, "This is a commercial right now."
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
so
at the
good.
end, she just says like, "Oh yeah, the letters they don't have any meaning."
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Isn't it like letters A through G or something like that?
Mhm.
Something weird
Yeah.
and random like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was sort of interesting.
Yeah, and they kind of mentioned a lot of, like, they parodied a lot of other animes and other, like, stuff in Japan, which is really cool. Like, what, I forgot which one it is, like, which suite it is, but, like, they parodied Gundam for one of the suites, which is amazing.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, like, learning this much about Japanese candy it's sort of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be half as interesting if it was about candy that I was familiar with. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be. It wouldn't be as funny. I don't know.
You said you had Umaibo before, right?
Once.
Once. Oh.
Once.
How was? Do you even remember?
Yeah. It was actually pretty recently.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't like I was expecting. It wasn't sweet.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
salty.
It's so funny. Yeah, it was like some sort of seafood flavored.
Oh.
Like something like that. I mean, it was good.
Mhm.
It wasn't what I was expecting though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into Konosuba now. What is the actual title?
Konosubarashi Sekai for something.
Let's
Oh,
see,
dear.
I can find it quick, but I think it might be because I'm more heading Konosuba than
Oh.
the Gashikashi.
Yeah, those
I
are
got
like
it.
rivals right now as far as comedy goes.
Yeah, well,
I got it. It's God's blessing on this wonderful world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's it. But so far, like I said, I think it's just because I'm ahead of it, ahead of the Kashikashi. But I think so far for me, like in terms of the way I like comedy, I like Konosuba better.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because
Yeah.
the entire show, like every joke is pretty much like,
Yeah.
this person's an idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it never gets old.
I
Like
know.
Cosmo, I kind of picture like he would be like the lame one.
Yeah.
He's
No,
the one
he's-
who's like everybody else around me is a
Yeah,
moron.
he's
Yeah.
his IQ is so like high.
Yeah.
It's so
And like when the girls come up to him, like generic anime, be like, "Oh, like yeah, you can join, hell yeah."
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he's like, "I'm
He's
not
like-
falling for it. This person's a moron.
Yeah.
Like, please no, please don't join us." And then
Yeah,
they force them way onto the group.
yeah.
He's like, every time he's like, "Damn it, I can't get
yeah.
away."
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
gosh.
But all the girls are like stupid in a so amazing way
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Like when
Like
when he finds out Aqua got this dumb party trick, which is
Oh,
like
yeah.
5 points. Like you're
Oh,
an
dear.
idiot. I thought that was just so funny.
Like one of the best parts was when after they destroyed all the cabbages or whatever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
a
Yeah.
cabbage fight.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And then like or during that like everybody like Darkness
Oh my
what is
The Crusader?
Crusader, there you go. She was like showing how brave she was, like
Yeah.
standing in front and like taking all these hits and stuff like that. Everybody in the crowd was going wild, like, "Oh my gosh, she's so tough.
She's so noble.
And then Cosmo's
Yeah.
just like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah,
Everyone's
she's
like, she can't attack though."
she's
And then like,
she's
and
enjoying
then
it.
then his other companion, his other team member,
Wait,
what's her name? What's her name?
Aqua?
no.
No, Aqua. Megumin.
Megumi, yeah.
Megumin, the explosion magic girl. She uses this insane spell and destroys all the cabbages, and just making his party look like it's some insane,
Mhm.
crazy
Yeah, but
party.
he knows.
Yeah, and even though
And apparently, so death by like cabbage is a thing.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
apparently,
And I love when Cosmo, he was like stealing cabbages from
Yeah.
like, we'll call you Cosmo the Cabbage Thief. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, what kind of title is that? You guys are morons.
oh god,
I also, especially I think it was in episode 2, I just loved Aqua because like, oh, she's a god. Like, even she's like, I'm a god. And she pulls like these god techniques.
Oh yeah,
She's
God
like,
blow.
anyone who's hit by this will die. And then she's like, oh, whoops. And then she gets eaten every
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, I love
exactly.
I love that whenever there's a quest, they have the typical RPG like
Yeah.
quest kill
Yeah,
2 frogs or
exactly.
something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just love the style of the comedy. It's very
Yeah.
fast and very blunt. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
I know people have pointed out like it has some production problems. Like I think I noticed like in episode like 1 or 2, like Aqua's face at one point is like really, the shape of it is really weird. I was like, huh.
You have more of an eye for that stuff than I do.
Also because I also hear people talk about it too. Like I did see it, but I didn't
Oh.
notice it until some point. And I was like, oh yeah.
there you
Like,
go.
and then like one time her leg was like curved
Strange
in
looking.
at one
Oh.
point. It was like,
Uh,
what? But so in terms of that, it's like that's okay because it still looks fine. It still looks
yeah,
good.
Yeah, it's
And
nothing crazy.
yeah, like it's like I've seen worse mess ups. Like it's
Tell
not
me about it.
it's not
Disappearing
terrible.
characters and weird things.
Yeah, like it has some problems. It's not. It doesn't take me away from it, and it's just so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I don't even care.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I guess this brings us to Dimension W. Tell me what you think.
It's really good. And I like it a lot.
I don't know what I should do now.
I
Okay,
knew
that
you were
opening
gonna
is
break
so
out,
good.
so-
Oh my god.
Oh my
So
god.
Alan loves the opening.
It's so brainwashing. It's like
Everyone loves the opening.
Yeah.
No, I love the opening too. It's just I've heard it so many times.
It's just so cool. I watch it every single time.
yeah.
Like, I never skip past it.
Yeah, I know whenever I was doing my homework, when I'm like, mind's blank, it's like, I don't know what I should do. No, and like, doing my homework, it's like, oh my god, this is just this is too much. No, I can't.
I love the breakdancing scene.
Oh my God, yes.
gosh. That's just so awesome. Like,
Yeah.
where Kim was like, starts breaking out of the dance moves.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the story, though?
Story, it's interesting though, like how they mention the fourth dimension and say, oh, they're getting infinite
Yeah,
power
yeah.
from the dimension, but still, like, though they explain a lot, but it still doesn't feel like a lot because, like, so what is this fourth dimension? What does it do? Like, is it just infinite energy? What?
It feels like they're trying to keep up the mystery so that they can reveal it later on
Oh,
towards the end.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's gonna be a lot
Because
of
they're
explaining.
trying to
Like-
world build right now, and they're
Mhm.
trying to show
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
the energy does, like
Mhm.
how the world
the-
works with
The
it, and like
numbers.
No numbers.
yeah, the numbers and
Yeah.
the repercussions from
Oh,
like
yeah.
messing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, like this is a really weird
Oh,
thing. So I think they're
Yeah.
leading up to it so they can reveal it later on.
Yeah, I
Mm.
kind of like that, how it's, I don't know, sort of almost structured in a way. Like, they're going through and learning about all the numbers and stuff like that, and then at the
Mhm.
very end, you just, like, waiting for that, you know, something's gonna happen, you know?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in some ways it kind like not exactly obviously, but kind of reminds me of Psycho-Pass. Because that's what they did. Because like explaining what Psycho-Pass is or learning how the world works with it, world building for like half of the show.
Mm.
And then the other half, that's when they get into like the mystery, the actual mystery, and the actual plot.
Mhm.
So yeah, I get what you mean. Which
Yeah.
it's just a good way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know, I haven't actually seen Psychopaths
Okay.
yet, but I've heard that it's pretty good.
That's just the only one I could think of off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know other shows have done the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like with the characters, like the main character, what was his name?
Kyoma.
Kyoma. He reminds me like so much of like Hei from Darker Than Black,
Mhm.
in terms of, oh, this main character has a really dark past,
Yeah.
and now they're like kind of like a Batman-ish
Mhm.
like theme right now, and their weapon's basically the same, which is like the string like connected
Yeah,
to
and
it.
that's
like
what
a
Alan,
wheel
it's the
thing.
same character designer
Yeah.
from the guy who did Darker Than Black, so that makes
Oh.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another character I really like, and it's kind of interesting is the loser.
Yeah, Loser,
Like,
yeah. He's cool.
Yeah,
that's
he's so
the only
cool.
name we have right now.
It's weird, but he reminds me of character in Black Bullet, Kagetane. He's basically similar in terms of they're both cyborgs. They both have whatever happened in their past, so their face are deformed, so they wear a mask. They have OP powers because of them being a cyborg, and their subordinates call him father for some reason.
I don't want to get into it, but is it better than Black Bullet?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't want to talk about Black Bullet.
Yeah, but I like that character. That character's really interesting.
I like how right away they show like what's under his mask.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they could easily say like, "Oh, what's under the mask?" But they show like, "Oh, it's because of his past. He's all messed up," and we know immediately why he's doing everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So like how I like that how right away like we know why he's doing stuff, like what he's doing, that he knows stuff about Kiyoma.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like it wasn't just like a throwaway phrase and then he disappeared. Like they went into why and how he knows stuff about Kiyoma.
Yeah,
and they still leave a mystery of what he will do in the future by collecting all the numbers.
Yeah, so I like Loser a lot. He's cool.
Yeah, I think it's sort of cool and funny in a way, and ironic, really. Like all these people are like gathering around in like a crowd and cheering for this thief who's trying to steal something.
Yeah,
it's sort of funny. And then, like, he hasn't actually stolen anything yet, but he hasn't actually gotten arrested yet. Or, I mean, hasn't before. Oh, well, whatever. What do you guys think about Grimgar? Or, that's the shortened version of the title.
Haino Genso.
Haito Genso no Grimgar, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Grimgar, so I have no opinions.
Okay, the English name is Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash.
Which is a cool title.
By
itself. Oh, gosh. We right away I'm going to say, no spoilers, we will not give away spoilers right now.
God.
The stuff happens, stuff goes down.
Happens. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh dear.
So if you want to get the basic picture of this anime is, if you watch Overlord, think of Overlord, except it's totally opposite.
Completely reversed.
Yes.
Instead of having one guy who has everything within his power, and like you have this group of people who have nothing.
Like they have no memory of their past selves.
Yeah. Well, in Overlord, the guy does have memory of his past.
Yeah, and he knows.
Are they in a game? Like is that? Or
like it's never established that they're in a game
it never
or not. Actually,
like it's never established that they're actually in a game, but it's sort of like an RPG.
Yeah.
Like, for example, it's not like in something like Log Horizon or Sword Art Online where you have like a drop-down menu or something like that and you can tap things.
So is it more like Dungeon?
Yeah, like is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Oh, so it's like Dungeon with like you can pick classes and like it's all about teamwork and stuff. Well, I haven't watched Dungeon, so like
Dungeon has RPG elements, but it's not a game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
which is really interesting.
Oh, so it's probably like Dungeon because we don't know where it's like. Is it RPG? And we still don't know. Like
yeah, it's like if real life and an RPG were sort of mixed. I don't know.
Yeah. Get what you mean.
That's
so
also,
like
that's also how Konosuba does it too.
There's no respawn point or anything like that, like in Log Horizon.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically like the alternate dimension, which like you don't know whether it's a game or real world or not.
Yeah. So
but it's good so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is really good.
They talked about character formations, like how they keep up formation, how they become stronger, the struggle between teammates, and how they grew. And oh my god, it's interesting.
That is just the best. The best. You don't see a whole lot of that. I don't know. Like, gosh, the character relations, character development, it's something else in this. It's really, really good.
Like in the music and how they drew the background, the sunset, everything looks so beautiful.
I've seen the art style; looks really cool.
It's really, really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I don't know. I think it rivals Phantom World.
But like they're kind of different in terms of
I mean, in quality.
Yeah, in quality. Okay.
Like,
no, yeah,
not
he's
like
not
similarity.
saying.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I was just saying like the art style is really different.
Oh yeah. But I think never mind. Forget it.
Oh, never. Okay, probably it's just me.
Yeah. Alright, that brings us to the last one, Erased.
Oh,
Erased.
Or Boku Dake ga Inai Machi.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah, the street without like me around. It's a really weird translation, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't
the
know how they
place
translate
where I
that.
once was, I think.
Oh really? Oh.
I think that's the English title.
I like that better than Erased.
Mhm.
Erased is
But then we would have to
Sort
say
of
that
sweet and
we had to say
short.
that long time. Oh yeah, I like how we have an easy title to
yeah,
say.
Yeah.
So you see erased, or did you see the place where I once was? Like, oh, I couldn't say that every time.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what? You know, I'm just gonna start with my opinion.
Okay.
This is, in my opinion, the top anime this season.
Ooh.
The top anime. Yeah, it's better than Grimgar, better than Dimension W, better than Dagashikashi, better than Konosuba. It is fantastic. I love the seinen theme.
Ah.
Like, I don't know. I think it's the only. It's the only seinen I'm watching this season anyway. But it's like from the perspective, like for any of you that don't know, it's from the perspective of like a 29-year-old guy. Yeah, 29 years old, who has like, it's sort of like a superpower, I want to say. Like, would you
Yeah,
call it that?
probably yeah, supernatural power.
Yeah. And so like he goes back in time, like normally a short ways back in time to prevent something. Like, and this happens without him choosing to. So it's like he sort of has to. But like it happens so where that like stuff goes down and he goes way back in time to where he's a kid and he has to prevent this girl's death.
Mm-hmm.
The entire theme and the plot and everything is just so intricate. It's so good. It's exciting. Every episode, the last episode was really good. Like, big cliffhanger. But yeah, every episode I'm just looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Alan's 2 episodes in.
I'm too busy, and like I was too busy. Like I want to catch up to it, but still didn't have the time to.
Me, I'm 1 episode in. You guys know, and for anybody who watched the video, I pressed my number 1 because I saw the trailer and I thought this is going to be really, really good.
You can tell by the first episode.
Yeah.
Easily.
But yeah, the first episode, because I also told Alan and Justin, it felt like I was watching like an anime film, like the way it was directed, the way he did shots, like the pacing and everything.
Yeah.
It was just so amazing, the first episode.
It's perfect.
Yeah, after watching the first episode, I was like, that was like amazing. Like that
right?
the final shot, like on the school, like that was something I would see like in a film.
Yeah.
Just like the amount of detail and quality is just
I know.
amazing.
It's not too often that you get something with awesome animation and an awesome plot. And
and just like an amazing director.
Exactly.
And main character's thoughts are really deep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and the director is the guy who did SEO, and people were like, "Oh, SEO, what?" But if you look at it, like the directing is fine. It's just the story that's the directing's probably the best part of SAO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And I forgot because he has done stuff other than SEO. It's just I can't remember the other thing that he did, like the other notable thing he did.
Yeah.
But he is like a really good director in the way he does stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hear that like the way certain things are done, like it's better than the manga, like the way they do certain shots and stuff.
Yeah.
And the only reason I just haven't caught up is because I told Justin I want to go through it. Like
You're gonna binge watch it.
because I couldn't handle like just waiting every week and like what's gonna happen, because I know that like that's the show. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like what is gonna happen next? I would.
It's gonna be like
It would destroy
cliffhanger.
The cliffhangers, I tell you.
Yes,
it's
like when I see Justin talking,
killing
like,
me.
he says like he always says it's amazing, but like the cliffhanger. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're gonna seriously go through this in one night.
Yes, like I have
Watch it until 3 a.m.
like honestly like only seeing episode 1 is probably the best thing I've seen so far. Just see the first episode.
Yeah,
Which is really weird to say, but I can tell it is. Like I have no problem believing it is the best thing this season.
Yeah,
Which is
without
great
doubt.
because last season we got Asher Sword from A1 Pictures, so and they've thrown out a lot of crap, like
Yeah.
like in both sense. Like they make so many shows, a lot of them just aren't that good. So it's
Yeah.
nice to see that they are really, really trying.
Yeah. But really, if you think about it, it's plot again. Like the story is
Yeah.
different.
But also
So-
like in terms of the animation and everything.
Oh, and animation?
Yeah, it's just like animation and
That's
directing.
true. That's true.
Because you look at A1 Pictures, it's like I know they're doing Grimgar 2. I think that's Grimgar 2. But I'm not saying Grimgar's bad because I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys say it's good, but like a lot of the stuff, it looks like a lot of stuff looks the same. Like you look at the designs, like the models, like
Yeah.
even the animation in general looks very similar. So I'm glad they're actually doing different stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just really nice to see.
Overall, this season is just I am thoroughly enjoying the season compared to last season. Last season we had, a few things that were pretty good. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's why.
We had One Punch Man. That was
Yeah, that's why I
that
generally
was
said
good.
last year had like a few shows every season. It wasn't like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good amount. Yeah, we had One Punch Man and Gundam, right?
Yeah, kind of. Oh my god, it's still really good right now.
And-
But yeah.
Was
What?
Seraph of the End, was that last fall season?
Oh,
But now that was a sequel too.
It was good, but then it not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like meh, but
Yeah.
but still not bad. But it's like meh.
That was
Oh, so
still
it's
one of the
bad.
top
Yeah.
one of the top things of last season though, and
Yeah.
that was nowhere near as good as like some of the stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah, I can't, except for One Punch Man and Gundam, I can't remember what was going on last season.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
We had like Sakurako-san,
Oh, Sakura sounds
yeah.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
some other stuff.
Uh,
Cavalry, Astros.
Cavalry.
Warriors.
Oh, it's,
Cavalry was
Cavalry is really good.
is
I
okay.
think.
Yeah. I mean, not as good as anything that's going on this season. Again.
Maybe
Or, never
maybe
mind,
that's
never
why,
mind.
like,
I take
everything,
that back. I take that back.
everything else is just
Wait,
so,
It wasn't worse than everything that's going on this season. We've had some pretty mediocre stuff this
But you
season.
mean, like,
Pandora.
Like, in addition to the
but you mean, like, the good stuff
Fantastic
this season,
stuff.
compared to the good stuff this season,
Yeah.
Cavalry can't compare.
exactly, there you go.
Do you think that's
Keep
why
it moving
just we had, like, almost nothing fall season?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure.
I think they were like, trying to make some money to put out everything that's fantastic this season.
Yeah, so, yeah, definitely, I like the season a lot. Good start to 2016.
Promising.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know spring is gonna have a lot more stuff, just
Yeah.
from what I've looked at so far.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Are we gonna end it soon?
I think
That's the
I
last
think
show,
we're
right?
done.
Erased?
Yeah.
Yeah. that
So
was-
what's
Alright,
your
favorite?
what's your favorite thing so far this season? Oh, I think just say
Just
Erased.
Erased without a
Erased.
doubt.
We never mentioned it, but Assassination Classroom is
Oh,
so far
season
my
2.
favorite. Yeah, season 2. It kept up to the expectation of season 1. They connected really well. So and they keep on doing it, but like this time it's more comedic because they already settled the characters in the first season, so they can
Okay.
do more funny stuff in the second season, which I love it.
Okay, so I would like to say Erased, but I don't think that's fair.
Because you've only seen one episode.
Yeah, but even though it's like I said, still like the
I will
best thing.
guarantee you that opinion will change once you finish Erased.
No, I'm sure. Like I said, it's the best thing I've seen just from one episode.
Yeah.
But in terms of shows I'm keeping up with, I will say probably Dimension W.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
nice.
I would say that's probably my second or third favorite.
Yeah, that's my
Because
second.
Grimgar is really, really good too.
Grimgar, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so pretty good season so far for winter. So yeah, so that's it. And hopefully we might do this again for the next season if you guys are willing again.
Absolutely. This has been awesome.
Yeah, so that's it. And hopefully you guys will see Alan and Justin next time.
Adios.
You took Spanish away. Oh, damn it. Bye.